This episode of Cutting Edge Marketing TV is brought to you by MagicFunnyMoney.com and the world's best giveaway for children's and family entertainers, available at MagicFunnyMoney.com. Hey everyone, it's Brad Ross from MakeMagicMoney.com, and welcome to our very first official video shot in the brand new Cutting Edge Marketing TV studios. Very excited that we got this all set up and be bringing this very first episode to you with all of our elements in place. Now you're going to see some really cool things start to take shape over the coming weeks and the coming months as we continue developing the Cutting Edge Marketing TV show, as well as my BradRoss.tv channel, which is scheduled to launch in just a couple weeks, which is going to also parallel me heading back out on tour with Disney Live presents Mickey's Magic Show, and we'll be shooting all kinds of fun episodes for Brad Ross TV on the road, so be sure to look out for that. But today, this is our update for the past week from our Cutting Edge Marketing newsletter and e-zine. This past week was jam-packed with a ton of stuff. In fact, we spent quite a bit of time focusing in on internet marketing. We talked a lot about websites. You see, it's the year 2010, as we all know, and even though we're halfway through the year 2010, we've had a lot of great things that have been going on in the world of internet technology and also internet marketing. A lot of different advancements. In fact, David Farr, my partner in crime when it comes to internet marketing, we're going to be talking about a lot of that in just about 2 weeks at the Cadabra conference in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That was a hot topic that we went through this week, and we actually did a webinar where I was joined by my buddies Ken Scott, Mark Daniel, Emmanuel Shaboom from down in Puerto Rico, BJ Hickman, and Joe Leffler, all talking about what they're going to be presenting at this year's Cadabra conference down in Pigeon Forge. And I shared a little bit about what David Farr and I are going to be talking about, which is internet marketing. I certainly advise you to find that link. I sent it out in an email this past week, so make sure you got that because that webinar is really packed with a lot of great information, not just from me, but from Shaboom, from Ken Scott, from Mark Daniel, BJ Hickman. It has a ton of information for you guys about what they're going to be sharing, and even if you can't attend Cadabra this year, we did give a lot of great content away, so you can certainly grab some good tips and nuggets to use for your own business, and hopefully we will encourage you to come to Cadabra in the future, especially next year, because next year is the 20th anniversary of Cadabra, so there's no telling what is going to be going on then. But if at all possible, we'd love to have you with us this year at Cadabra, which is coming up the 10th of August to the 14th of August down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Now, getting back into some of the tips that we talked about this week in web design. See, when it comes to web design, one of the first things that you're going to do, of course, is hire a web designer. But the worst thing that you can do, and probably one of my biggest tips that I gave away in this week's e-zines, were that if you hire a web designer, you absolutely positively must be the one in control. This is something I work on with my private coaching clients extensively. I explain to them, and we map out and we strategize and we plan out everything that has to go onto this website so that they can then give it to their web designer. Because if you give your web designer carte blanche, there is no telling what they're going to do. I'm sure it would look very nice, but web designers many times are coming at your project from an aesthetic point of view instead of a marketing point of view. We want it to look good, we want it to look slick and professional, but we want it to also incorporate all of the important elements that we need as marketers. So make sure you are in control of your website design and, more importantly, your website direction. Towards the middle of the week, we talked quite a bit about Facebook and what the whole thing is with adding friends on Facebook and the reason you should be adding friends on Facebook. And of course, that is that Facebook has over 400 million users. And on any given day, 50% of that number, 200 million people, are logging in on a daily basis. Now, those numbers, I promise you, will continue to skyrocket up as Facebook grows popularity. So you need to have a part of that. You need to be part of above that number, and you need to increase the amount of friends that you have in your specific niche. Now, I gave some techniques on how you can increase the number of friends in general, but one of the things that I shared about increasing the number of target-specific friends, in other words, niche-related friends, people that are for your specific area of business or a particular market that you're trying to work in. Some of the greatest things that you can do to build up those relationships naturally is to join groups that are associated with that particular niche. And when you do that, be active in it, comment on it, post things, post your opinion. It's social media, be social. You'd never go to a party and stand in the corner like a wallflower. No, you'd want to be social, you'd want to be outgoing. And that's what you've got to do when it comes to social media. So join lots of groups as they relate to your particular niches, and you will see the amount of friends that you have continue to grow. Now, another big tip that we talked about when it comes to Facebook marketing is that you need to stay on top of it. In other words, you need to update that status regularly. If you're not updating that status at least once a day, if not multiple times a day, as you know I do, then you're not utilizing Facebook as much as you possibly can. You see, what you're building up here is known in marketing terms as top-of-mind awareness. And when people are part of your friends, your social network of friends, then you are building up top-of-mind awareness because they are constantly thinking about you. Even if it's something as simple as, I'm off to Starbucks to grab my iced coffee with 2 Splenda, they're getting to know you. And as we've talked about many times in the past, one of the greatest secrets of marketing, one of the greatest concepts, and what I think should be a law of marketing, is that your customers need to know, like, and trust you. And one of the greatest ways to do that is through inviting people to become your friends and allowing them to actually become your friend and learn things that your real-life friends would know, such as your addiction to Starbucks coffee and your iced coffee like I drink with my 2 Splendas and a little bit of skim milk. Those are things that only my real friends know, and now my Facebook friends know it too because I share those things. It builds top-of-mind awareness. I hope you'll try that this week. And that is going to wrap up our time together on this weekend update and today's edition of Cutting Edge Marketing TV. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Be sure to look for more coming right here to your computer screen, my YouTube channel, my Facebook account, and my Twitter. Stay tuned, guys, for great stuff ahead. I'm Brad Ross for MakeMagicMoney.com, saying do what you love and love what you do.